Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. He's found space here. Well, that has not gone well. Tony Moya. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Zaragoza clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Driving on and making good progress. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Mbappe. Well timed, excellent interception. Tony Moya. Played out wide. Stood up well to him there. Get on the end of this.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Foyt. And he's intervened well there. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. This is a promising build-up. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, that's a clever-looking ball. And he certainly takes a shot! Fernandez. Well, that pass isn't the best. Can he get it through? Valverde gets it clear. Now it's Camavinga. Rudiger kept his eye on it, and he's there. Gonzalez. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. More and more pressure on the ball here. Oh, shooting chance! And it's a goal! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
En el minuto 29, el dorsal 23.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
He won't be happy with that one. Oh, good spread. Plays a sharp little ball here. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. That is ended up in no man's land. Tony Moya. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Mbappe. This looks promising.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Just eases him off the ball. Looking for options for movement. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Madrid are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. And it's McTominay. Now this could be a chance.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's made its way to him. Not the most accurate pass. Tony Moya. Tony Moya. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Tries to get it clear. And for the first half, that is that. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Madrid leading by one at the break.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, having made the run and not get picked out.
And that has put paid to that. Tries to pass it through. Pass somewhat off target. And it's with the keeper. Well, it's more pressure than ball at the moment. And he cuts out the supply. Dani Gomez might just make this. It's a pretty loose pass. He shifted it to the flank. Still just a single goal between the sides. Tony Moya receives it in a good position here. He's got away. And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Gonzalez. Mbappe currently being consciously targeted.
Well, they'll have to get the numbers right in hoping to keep him quiet because he's a really big threat.
Now it's McTominay. Howson cuts it out, and it's McTominay. Knocks it into space, and he's quick to get rid.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to...
Kane!
Dorsal 24.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now they can spring out of defence. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
That is ended up in no man's land. Tony Moya. Madrid perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Now it's Mbappe. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. Zaragoza really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Rudiger with the foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern
Se va
lecture.
a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 18 será reemplazado por el dorsal 19. Cambio de jugadores.
Now it's Kane. Now it's Mbappe. Madrid have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Now it's Mbappe. And he's taking no chances there.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going.
He's had a shot! And it's in! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Se va a producir un cambio de
And
jugadores.
very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Leading by two, and the finishing line in sight. Space for him to turn and look. It is a corner, good chance. They've played it short. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And it's been taken short. Opts to play it back. Done delicately. Pinches it off him. They've played it short. Now that looks a decent ball. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And it's been taken short. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Nicely shaped ball. And this is Kane. Kane was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Aimed beyond the defence. Quality ball.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
And no, that was never going to make it. He's in a great position here. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Mbappe. Kane pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Madrid have done it. Happy in the knowledge that they've taken maximum points. Mission accomplished. And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So the gloves are off, Jim.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
So we're very much on the way now. So they meet again, these sides resuming hostilities at the start of the second half of the season. Now it's Sadiq, great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Mbappe. That's good running with the ball. And here's Fernandez. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
This man Rudiger's going to be a very stern test for any attacker to beat, Peter. He's amongst the smartest defenders around with his positioning, and he's got the pace and strength to deal with the quickest opponent. He's not going to fall for cheap tricks either. He's just not that type to dive into tackles.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. He might be in here! Correa did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Chomer. To Gaia. Spread it left.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Valverde gets a foot in here. Now it's Mbappe. Rioja. And it's Guido Rodriguez. Sadiq receives it in a good... Sadiq! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? Knocks it into space. Crosses it in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. There will be a throw-in. Thierry Correa. Looking for the run. Good ball, good take. And that's a throw-in. Now it's Mbappe. This looks promising. He is just caressing the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Sadiq. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, now he can run away with it. Chance, surely! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
They've played it short. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Madrid still without a single shot on target. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, good take in a good area. McTominay.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's McTominay. Gonzalez. Oh, sweet feet. And it's Camavinga.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Rioja is fouled. Now it's McTominay. Chomer. No way through. And here's Mbappe. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Ravasani. Short changes him with that pass. And here's Mbappe. Fernandez, who's short. Valencia are looking to go forward now. Now he's going for goal! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. They get a throw in. Now it's Gonzalez. He shifted it to the flank. And here's Gonzalez. Now it's Sadiq. Spread out to the left. Back towards the middle. Now it's Ramazani. Foot in. McTominay. Chomer. And it's Gaia. And Ramazani. Now it's Mbappe. Rodriguez.
Valencia are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
He's a sharp little ball here. Tarega. And the referee says that is that for the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. And we are up to the break.
Madrid really can be happy with the strong finish to the half and have no reason to be upset with their overall performance. I think they just need to keep going now, stick at it, and eventually they'll get a break.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. To occur.
Well, it looks like they just want to introduce a new focal point to the attack.
And we get things going again. So the first half brought no goals. Oh, they could be caught out here. Madrid do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
And that is not finding anyone. Gonzalez. Courtois.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Chomer. That's a good ball out wide. Out for a throw. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's a key interception. Gaia. Pressing high and with purpose. Now this could be a chance. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Kane. In with the challenge. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. And it's made its way to him. Always onto this. Gaia. Tarega. Thierry Correa. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. And he's been shifted off it. Now it's Kane. Not the most accurate pass. Gaia. Madrid are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Oh, just skips past his man. Foyt does really well to win the ball there.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's McTominay. That's going wide left. He has found the way through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Gets a good foot in there. Rabasani. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Gonzalez. And here's Kane. Now it's McTominay.
McTominay really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Rudiger cuts out the pass. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Great ball. He's had a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's on it. Can he get away? He's through here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 15.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Robertson played back into the centre. Kermit gets it away.
Madrid clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Now it's Duro. He's in a great position here. That's a cute ball. Tarrega gets across to intercept that. Lopez is onto this. Now it's Ramazani. He's picked his way through.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Chomer.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And he thumps it clear. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Good ball, good take. And here's Kane. Kane, there's the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now it's Kane. Kane is flagged offside. Chomer. Gaia threads one in. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Now it's Haaland. And he was quick to react. And that's it. Well, it's an ending that's neither one thing nor the other. A win would have been ideal, but that was...